Al-Hajj Khalid A. Samad, Queen Fatima Chu, Imam Hassan, other clergy, elected officials, and their representatives here today, and all those who have worked so diligently to make this 54th flag-raising celebration possible today. And good morning to each of you, my brothers and sisters. We have come to this place today to celebrate, pay homage, and bear witness to the great journey of our people. A journey not yet over, but a journey with significant milestones along the way. This is Black History Month, so I invite each of you to spend some time reviewing our journey. I suggest you spend some time, just a few minutes, with Marcus Garvey's teachings, who was an advocate for independence, or a few minutes reviewing the life of Miss Fannie Lou Hamer, or the story of Miss Jane Pittman, or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X, or the careers of Carl Lewis Stokes, Stephanie Tubbs Jones. Reflect for a few minutes on the work that Omar Ali did in this community. Stop and watch the supreme example, Daily Living by Pam Hubbard. Remember and call to mind with Brother Hardell Jones. Remember Arthur Ford, all the work that he's done during his times. And our brilliant young council person you just heard from, Richard Starr. Don't forget our Khalid Samad. Our history is rich with heroes and heroes who paved the way this journey with their sweat, their blood, and their tears. I only have a few minutes with you this morning, so I chose to share just one concept with you. Just one thing I want to share. It is the one thing that we need the most. It is the one thing we have an inexhaustible supply of. It is the one thing we use the most sparingly, and that is love. Our young people in our city today and across this nation are facing a terrible epidemic, gun violence. It is the leading cause of death among young black men ages 18 to 25. And it does not have to be. I challenge each of you this morning to identify a young person on your street, in your neighborhood, in your church, in your family. And I ask that you and a friend of yours befriend that young person and help them understand the travails of gun violence and what could and might happen to them. I challenge you to become a friend to a young person on the street and let this become your other son or your other daughter. And in that friendship, you do what loving people do when they become friends to one another. You become a community parent. And I invite you to bring that young person back here today, back here next year, to sit beside you and celebrate this friendship with you, knowing that you have helped him successfully get through the conflict that without you that trip may not have been possible. And to aid you with your undertaking, I give you a portion of the inheritance left to you, an inheritance left to you by our beloved Mary Bethune in her last will and testament. Mr. Bethune said, "Sometimes I ask myself if I have any other legacy to leave. Truly, my worldly possessions are few. Yet, my experiences have been rich. From them, I have distilled principles and policies in which I believe in firmly. For they represent the meaning of a life's work. They are the products of a sweet and bitter sorrow. Perhaps in them there is something of value. So, as my life draws philosophically, possibly to a close, I give them to you. I bequeath these things to you, my brothers and sisters. I leave you love. I leave you a love that our economic and political strength toward winning a more abundant and secure life. Tomorrow, a few people, unhinged by race, taboos, and shackles, will benefit from the 330 years of secession striving and struggle. There will be a better world. This I believe, and all with all my heart. And she went on to leave us several other things. My time is short, so I won't paraphrase a few things, but she left us a challenge. She left us hope for the challenge. She left us a courage for one another, confidence in one another. She left us a thirst for education. She left us a respect for power. And one of the last things, she left us faith. Faith in each other. She left us dignity. These things we have inherited. This was her last will and testament for us. This is the portion of your inheritance which you have, which you can walk proudly with. I leave you a desire for harmony, to live harmonious with your fellow man. And lastly, she said, and finally, I leave you a responsibility for our young people. Each of us has a responsibility for the young people, and I challenge you once again to find your young person on the street, on your block, in your neighborhood, across the street, and surround that young person with the inexhaustible gift that you have, which is love. I thank the organizers of this event. We were here at the initial flag raising. That was about, I was a young man, and I've been here ever since. I hope to be here again next year with a young man. I have that friend. In conclusion, I ask the Almighty to touch the hearts of the people, such that all military aggression across this globe be ceased, and that the world's children can be safe and be prosperous. I thank you. God bless you as you go your way.